And for that, we will have Tyrone, the DevRel lead of Bifrost. Mic to you, Tyrone.
Thanks, Patrice. Hey everyone, my name is Tyrone. I'm product manager and the DevRel lead of Bifrost. So I'm very glad to be here. Allow me to share my screen and demonstrate everything to everyone. Guys, can you hear? Can you see my screen?
No, not yet.
Oh, sorry. Can you see this now?
No.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'm sharing it, right?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thanks everyone for your patience. Today I'm going to talk about the workshop is about the Bifrost cross-chain staking liquidity protocol, and we about to introduce you a liquid staking stack, which means you can effortlessly integrate Bifrost V token in any of substrate, power chain, or EVM compatible chains. So let's get started. I will first introduce a little bit what is the liquid staking and why Bifrost is unique, and then we go to the details on the tech side. So, liquid staking, I think everybody might know this, which is the representation token of staked assets, so which can be used or leveraged by the DeFi to, for the DeFi user leveraging yacht upon different use cases of DeFi scenarios. Bifrost acting like a middle layer to connect between different DeFi dApps and application of the rate staking or other base layer protocols. So before the liquid staking, before Bifrost liquid staking stack, everything is isolated. There's a fragmentation between each use cases, but now we provide you like a chain abstraction solution that allows users and developers to effortlessly deploy a contract if you use any of our Bifrost liquid staking token on any chain. And how does it works? Well, Bifrost is the power chain, a Polkadot power chain that we leverage in substrate and use the different substrate palette to remotely stake the asset to the destination chain. So if we looking at this looking at this graph from the left side, you see the tokens from users that goes to Bifrost, and we delegate the asset ultimately to the destination chain, whatever is the EVM compatible chain or power chain, right? And then we stake the user's asset to the validator of the destination chain. And if there's any of intents on redeem, we will redeem the asset from the destination chain and get it back to the user on the original chain, on the source chain. Well, in the market, there are two types of liquid staking token. One is rebased LST, which means the liquid staking token that the staking reward of liquid staking token that drops to the wallets daily in quantity. And the other one is the reward bearing LST. This one is very popular in the DeFi scenarios, which is also the type of Bifrost liquid staking token that increase in value rather than expanding in the quantity. So which means you have one liquid staking token of Bifrost and you keep receiving the liquid staking reward inside of it rather than claim the reward every day. Well, I think this is not quite important in today's workshop, so I want to skip this. We can directly go to see how the Bifrost staking liquidity protocol stack works. So we name it like a headquarter plus branches, the model. So Bifrost is like a terminal. It's acting like a terminal, and we abstract away different destination chains palette. Bifrost deploy like a clone contract on the destination chain. So that clone contract has the same functions that can be called in the destination chain, and you can easily call like mint a liquid staking dot of Bifrost, or redeem a liquid staking dot of Bifrost in maybe Moonbeam, in maybe Ether at midnight, by just calling out that forked contract or the clone contract that Bifrost deployed. So that contract is the stack. The process is acting like this. Bifrost is in the middle layer, and we leverage off the bridge hub, using the bridge hub to connect with external blockchains on the left side. So the clone contract deployed on every different external blockchains, like Ethereum, Midnight, Cosmos, Binance Smart Contract, Binance Smart Chain. And if you're the developer on these chains, you can just easily integrate the Bifrost contract right there and code out the function vToken minting or redeem with that contract, and then the intents will given back to Bifrost, and the Bifrost will stake that asset. And on the right side is the EVM or WASM environments that connect via the XEM. So how this stack works? Well, this is a case. This is a showcase that we leveraged by Moonbeam environment. So if we stand on the user's UX, so if you are the user on Moonbeam, you might just want to, stake only one, let's say a vDOT on Moonbeam. So how can you just one click and stake that vDOT on Moonbeam? So it's like the users that interact with the Bifrost, that clone contract that I mentioned, or the application of yours that have already integrated with Bifrost SLPX contract, the clone contract. And there's one function in this contract, which is vToken mint or vToken native maintain, that the function will send the message to Bifrost power chain via the XEM. And once Bifrost receive that intent, receive that calling from the Moonbeam, and then it will start acting the staking system. The staking system will first issuance the vToken for that user, and second, stake that asset via the staking system to the destination chain, to, let's say, Polkadot, right? Because you are minting vDOT. So let's stake that dot of that user on Moonbeam to Polkadot relay chain. And then the message, the minting, the staked message will flows back to the Moonbeam, back to the user. So, and also the vToken that has already issuanced will also be given back to the user on Moonbeam as well. So this is a quite clear flaw of this. In conclusion, that users only make the one click for stake the asset, and then his token is actually going through the XEM and go to Bifrost, and Bifrost staking system stake the asset and mint a vToken and send that vToken back to the user on Moonbeam. All this workflow that going through the XEM and also a function of XEM, which is query spawn. The query spawn help us to query the result of a destination chain status, like the XEM transaction send the vToken to the user on Moonbeam, right? And then we should know what's the result of it, is success or failed. So we should know this result, and this is from the query spawn. And the next slide is a real use cases that we are doing right now with hydration. The hydration, they using their treasury to calling out SLPX for vDOT minting their treasury, so they can easily just use the root origin to calling out their treasury and construct a XCM transaction and remotely call Bifrost SLPX for the vToken minting. And this is a real case. Well, this is a code sample of the SLPX contract in, I think this is a Moonbeam, right? So, well, this is the use case that vToken mint and transfer to the target chain. So we have those different storage, like the currency ID is vDOT or what, or the target chain, let's say Moonbeam, right? And you can also remark, and by following, we have some parameters that includes the origin, the EVM caller to the target chain. The EVM caller means the cases like Moonbeam or A Star or Manta Pacific. And in the vToken minting interface, you need to put in the vToken ID that you want to integrate with. So let's say vDOT, which is like a token, vToken /dot, which is the token premix of vDOT, and the destination chain, of course, is Moonbeam, let's say, and the token amount, how many of vToken that the user want to mint, and the next page, which is following with destination address in Moonbeam, So yeah, there's like 3 functions that I can demonstrate that to you in the next slide, which is XEM mint, XEM redeem, and swap. So let's go to a demonstration, right? Demonstration might help this work. So let's see this. Yep, we are on the use case of a showcase of A star. So this is a contract that we deployed on A star. And if you see it on this left side, is several functions which that you can integrate or call in this contract. One is mint vToken, second is redeem vToken, and the third one is swap asset A to asset B. Well, the first one that we're demonstrating the mint V asset. We're checking this statute on the Polkadot JS on the chance backed, and we see that the asset, the V token, has already been minted and issued in the A star chain. Well, you can see that balance has changed, has updated. And the second one is we call that yeah, put in the right amount of V token. Yeah, you might curious to know what is the V asset address about. So let's say vDOT, right? A star, it has a token address, it has a token contract address on A star. So this is token contract address. Well, the redeem executed. Oh, this one is worth to explain this. Well, this is a redeem. So V token 2/3 that represent the token index of VA star. So that's the token index that registered in Bifrost. And then we have the V token minting this successful result. And the final one is well, this is interesting that you can swap an asset from A star to Bifrost. So check this. Well, this is case telling you that you can swap A star from Moonbeam to calling the Bifrost liquidity of VA star against A star liquidity on Bifrost, remotely executed swap. So you see this. This is the chance bet on Bifrost chain. So which called from the Moonbeam contract, right? And the swap that happened in the between A star and the VA star. So A star, the token index of A star is token 2/3, and the token index of VA star is V token 2/3. So these two tokens swap. And we see that the swapped token had already been issued on A star. and then finally you check that the balance have increased. Okay, that's the video of the demonstration and A-star. And next one is a function that support the liquid staking stack. Well, this is XCM. We call it the XCM Oracle that actually feed the exchange price of V token against token to the destination chain. So this is a case that happened on Moonbeam. So the first that we have already abstract the exchange price or the exchange rate of V token in Bifrost power chain, and the price of a vDOT price. Let's say the vDOT price is you see here, right? The token amount and V token amount. So, which means the total issuance of V token slash the token amount that's staked in the relay chain. So we have exchange rate of vDOT, and SLPX, that liquid staking stack, which that includes a function that we can update the exchange rate between these two tokens, and then we send it via the XCM to the Moonbeam contract. And in the Moonbeam contract, you see that it's the set token amount that setting by Bifrost, by the XCM. Well, so you can see that the token exchange price that appears in the Moonbeam contract. So this is feasible, increase more of like resilient for the developer or the contract of application that deploy on Moonbeam to query the exchange price of any V token in that different environment. Well, this is how we want to achieve the ultimate goal of this liquid staking stack. And well, this graph that works like the ultimate goal of us. So we have different power chains and different external blockchains. We have multiple or different environment deployed developers that integrate with Bifrost SLPX, which is stack, and easily calling out different, the clone contract of Bifrost, calling out the V token mint, redeem, or swap, and Bifrost just providing that the V token, the liquid staking token issuance, and send it to the destination chain. Send it to where that user's intends for, or where the developers or the application intends for it. Well, the final one is the hackathon use cases that happened or integrated with us in a few months ago. They were using a cross-chain tool. It's a general message passing, and they integrate with the contract of Moonbeam, so they can easily call that the V Glimmer minting on Moonbeam via Bifrost, and then they use an external bridge to exchange that liquidity between against V Glimmer and different tokens like USDT, DAI, or Chainlink, and provide that liquidity to the EVM compatible chains. So this is the case. Well, thanks everybody. This is my my workshop. thanks for your patience about it. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me. Thank you.
Hey, Tyrone, that's an awesome presentation. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway, like that's an awesome presentation about like the technology of Bifrost and also like what Bifrost doing right now. And because like Bifrost is one of the top track in our Polkadot hackathon Vietnam. So many builders here also interested in how that they can say like kickstart their Hello World contract using the SLBX technology from Bifrost. So I wonder if you have like any demo or any like documentation that you can maybe like can guide to a bit. So like the builders can understand like what they can do with Bifrost technology um, from like the beginner perspective, not like advanced user.
Well, sure. We have um, comprehensive documentation that includes SLPX, how you can integrate with SLPX, and what API you need, and what grants that you might want to apply for, and what bounty that we have, in an all-in-one documentation of us to but where I can share it to, maybe I can share the documentation to a channel, and so anybody can see this.
That would be great. So to specify the two questions from these track builders, first is like, can you be more specific about the process of calling the functions of SLBX contract in my smart contract? And the another question would be how to handle communication and interaction between my application and Bifrost to get the most of its feature.
Well, for sure. Give me 1 second now. We can check on this. Well, well, if you go to see that, this is the SLPX contract.
Are you sharing the screen?
Yeah, I'm sharing my screen. Can you see this?
No, I don't think that you're sharing the screen. Can you share again?
Oh, sorry. And now I can see this, right?
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Well, this is the hub of SLPX contract, um, which demonstrate all of different supported contract and environment of SLPX. Well, if we go to like let's say we go to Moonbeam, right? So you see that there's function like get v token by token, or a get token by v token. So that's different function that you can call with, and the below is like the currency ID that you might need. Let's say if you want to integrate with like Bifrost voucher dot, so you should integrate this in this address, and we go to maybe go to that contract and check this. Or maybe it's an issue that I'm sharing my screen, so everything is working too slow. Well, this is the SLPX contract I deployed on Moonbeam, and you can see this function, right? Mint v native asset. That's what I demonstrated in that video, in that recording. This is function if you want to integrate with, the V token minting, and if you see that contract, sorry about it. Well, there's literally two functions that you can call with. One is the mint v asset, and the other one is the redeem asset. So this is two main functions I can call with. So if you have any of intents of in your application that the user want to mint v token or stake via Bifrost or redeem via Bifrost, so this is the right function that you can call this.
Wonder if you have any like standard contract, for example, like if you want to interact with the fungible token on Ethereum, you have like ERC20, right? Or if you want to interact with like non-fungible token like ERC721, you have the contract, and in the smart contract of the user, they just call that. So I wonder like if all these methods like mint v token and also like redeem token, do you have any like default contract that the smart contract builder just call from those contract?
Well, on Moonbeam they're using like the X20, right? The XE20 token method. Like ERC20 or ERC 721. We currently don't have it yet. So for like the liquid staking ease of Bifrost, that will have it, but we are still in the upgrading of that contract. So I think your question is about how that developer that they can integrate with or ERC20 or ERC 721.
Oh, sorry.
That might
My
be.
question is like can you like just show them like how you can call this method in the contract? Because like now we already see like you can call this method from the Explorer, right? Like you can see like this method in the Explorer. Like from the builder perspective, they would love to know like how to call this method in the contract.
I think maybe we can show in the documentation, because sorry, I'm not a contract developer that or dev team member might help with you. So maybe I cannot just directly demonstrate how that you can coding the function via the code perspective here.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so I think there's another interesting questions is like which DeFi topics that Bifrost the like builders from another hackathon who joined the Bifrost track they build they're interested in, and also like they build for their past hackathon project. Like, can you like give us some recommendations like how the past project look like and how like they applied Bifrost technology into the project, into the product?
Sorry, Chase, could you repeat the question again?
Yeah, the question is like which DeFi topics that the hackathon builders in the past hackathon they built in the Bifrost track, for example, like lending or swap or DEX. Yeah, like what kind of like past project that the hackathon builder built?
Well, we have in processing developers that are building with us. So one is a launchpad use cases, a launchpad application. So they integrate V token as a deposit asset in that launchpad. So which means that users that they can deposit that asset, deposit V token to support the financial funding of a project. Let's say maybe this new fair launching project in that platform. So the platform is the application, and receiving the deposit of V token, and in return, that user receives the fair launch airdrop token from the project, and the platform is helping those different projects to gathering the popularity a medium a user via the airdrop, and users just need to deposit the V token, and in return their V token is locking, but the staking reward is used to exchange the airdrop fair launch token from the project. So that's the the use case that we are pushing right now.
Okay. Let me share the screen a bit, which also like for the last questions of shop. This might not take very long. I just want to go to some topic of the like Vietnam Hackathon. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so after some discussions with Bifrost team, we come up with like a few different DeFi topic. The first one gonna be yield generating community tokens, self-repaying loans, on stack assets DeFi solutions, DeFi LST data dashboard, LST yield trading protocol, LST index, LST prediction market, and LST yield strategy iterations. So this topic right here is what highly needed for the Bifrost ecosystem, but it's not like only restrict into this topic. So for the hackathon builders, you guys just feel free reference from this. But like for this topic, we have like a very clear guidance from the team and also from Bifrost team to help you guys build this. But like, if you want to be creative and take any idea out of the all track topics, feel free to do that. So my quick questions for you, Tyrone, is like on this topic right here, maybe like can you give a very clear and simple advice for the hackathon builders how that they can tackle these problems and build a good solution for the Bifrost?
Well, thank you, Chad. Yeah, for those DeFi applications, I understand that like index or LST index or yacht trading protocol, those are quite like a heavy functionality applications for now, because I mean you cannot just like using like 2 months or 3 months to finish the whole milestone, and giving out comprehensive functionality application as a result. So we fully understand this, and right now I think our focus is on if you have any of small functions that you have deployed, or you have any thoughts or ideas about this, you can just directly apply for a grant, which is open grant. Any of idea from you, novel ideas that how to integrate with vToken, how to use them in your product is quite important. For this, different topics, they just give you some like inspirations on in your brain. So I mean, you name it, right? So I can give you like the example, like LSD prediction market, right? Um, the LSD prediction market is like you can just simply develop a simple game that maybe the user that deposit the V token inside of a pool, and then you're given like the randomly selection or randomly selected for the pool or the vote sharing. So, well, I mean, this is like a easy game, right? You deposit asset and you sharing the right of of uh, of a vote sharing, and you easily can finish that protocol deployment in about several weeks. So that's what we want to see. Yeah, so let us know if you have any novel ideas about this.
Yeah, I think that that's a very great advice, and hope you guys are like that helpful. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave the questions in OpenGuild Discord. So we also have Tyrone in the Discord to help support you guys. Mm, There's quick one question, and I think like maybe this is the last questions. So I'm interested in Loopstack that you just launched. Are there any project using it? How can I use this feature? Can you share a bit more about the Loopstack feature? Because like even myself, I don't know much about this feature yet.
Well, it is feasible, or we say this convenience for user to leverage their liquid staking position. So yeah, we actually have a documentation that tells you how it works, but briefly saying, right, easily saying that it helps you to borrowing out from the protocol of token and then deposit that token into V token again, right? So which means you are leveraging your liquid staking position. Well, maybe more specifically, let's say I have maybe 10 vDOT right now in my wallet, and how that can leverage this 10 vDOT yield. So what I need to do is like deposit that 10 vDOT into the lending and borrowing pool, right? Which is the loop stake. And then I deposit it and borrowing out the dot and then stake that dot to vDOT again. So which means maybe I'm holding my position like 14 vDOT in my position, and but I only have 10 vDOT as my principal. So which means I'm leveraging off extra yield upon my principal, right? Based on that 10 vDOT. So that's what the loop state that we're willing to achieve. So basically, underlyingly, they using borrowing and lending behind of it. But I need to declare this that the borrowing and lending pool is quite safe underlyingly, because it's not like the RV borrowing and lending pool. That in Bifrost, the loop stake underlyingly mechanism is that the token can only borrowing against V token. So dot can only borrowing against the V dot, and glimmer can only borrowing against the V glimmer. But you cannot borrowing dot against V glimmer, or borrowing the V dot against the glimmer. So I mean, just only the token against the V token, like this pair. So this helps that the protocol might not occur the the defect risk of as borrowing and lending protocol, because the price between token and V token is relatively stable. So if the dot price goes up, so V dot goes up as well. So they are like the banded relative price tokens between them. So that's how we design it, and that's how the the loop stake achieved. Thank you.
Yep. Hope that answered your question, Sogan. And that's also the wrap up of our workshop today. I think like you already like gave us too much insight on like the Bifrost technology, and thank you for being here. Thank you for accepting to be like the guest speaker of our workshop. And I hope that like this workshop gonna bring the value to all the hackathon builders who are interested in like building the DeFi application on Bifrost. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in Discord of OpenGuild, and we're gonna have Tyrone also like the Bifrost team to support you guys to deliver the product. And yeah, so thank you, Tyrone. Thank you for coming to our hackathon, into our workshop, and hope that like there's gonna be like as many hackathon product built on Bifrost.
Well, thank you, Jess. Thank you, all the audience. We see you next time.
Okay, yeah, thank you everyone. See you next time and have a good day.